Excuse me. Oh, that's a good way to start the stream. Okay. I think the video is going to end in a second anyway, so let's pop over to Ableton. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2-hour track challenge. Today, we are going with the challenge Call to the Tribe, which is to make a battle theme for a tribal-sounding battle. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. Hey, Game Guy. That's kind of how I feel. So, hey, JC, how are you doing? Looks like everything's working there. You know, in general, I feel like my volume is just low compared to other videos. Is that something that you've encountered, or, like, is the volume generally okay? Glad you're doing well. There's a chip in one of my keys. That sucks. I wonder if there was a cat climbing on my keyboard. Okay. Well, that's good. I always worry. It's like, and we're probably back. I guess that's what I get for messing around. Messing around with this stuff. Let's just double check. Okay, it looks like things are working again. So like I was saying with the OBS stuff, you can see my volume right here only goes like 3/4 of the way up at like the highest volume. So I'm always worried that like the volume that I have is just so much lower than what's being like outputted. Okay, so hopefully it won't crash when I change windows again. Yay! It didn't crash. Yeah, so my main concern was that that like OBS is just lying about the volume. Okay. Thumbs up. So we've got a couple minutes to kill. So, yeah, how are you guys doing? I figure I'll probably start shortly. Just want to see if anybody else... Okay. Anybody else swings by. So, again, for those who missed it before, the theme is called Call of the Tribe, which is what was voted on Twitter. And that's to make a battle theme for a tribal-sounding battle, which is a redundant sentence. Make a theme for a tribal-sounding battle. So it's kind of funny because yesterday's was such like jungle themed. I was kind of thinking about working with that stuff again, but I don't know. I'm going into this this pretty blind again, so we'll see what happens. I figure now is as good of a time to start as any. Hey, Useful, how you doing? So let's get started. The first thing I was thinking of is going and getting a tabla drum, because I think they're called tabla. Yeah. Because they have cool sounds. Look at Reaper. I have not used Reaper, so I don't know, but a lot of people swear by it. Just going through these real quick. It has a lot of, like... if I lower the decay, that might help. Oh, good. Somebody else knows how to... can answer that, because unfortunately I don't know. Okay, so I'm thinking a couple things. Let's like do a tempo of 125. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like all DAWs kind of do the same thing. It's finding one that works well for you. I think that that's really the biggest thing, and I've definitely said that before. But it's always worth repeating, because there's never a DAW that's one size fits all, you know. What am I looking for? So I'm thinking we can start with kind of a two bar loop here and see if we can get anything. Yeah, I've honestly heard some pretty good things from Reaper. Yeah. Yeah, and like Reaper is definitely one of the cheaper / freer options. Which also is a plus. So I'm thinking about doing something with a little bit of swing, a little bit of pep. But we'll see. I like that one better. Okay, and another problem I have with this is that it's like all the same velocity, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to mess with that a little bit, and then we can roll on with actually hearing how this sounds. One thing I want to do, and it's not something I'll do as a 2-hour track challenge, but it's something I've talked about for a long time, is doing a deaf music writing challenge, where basically I'll sit down and try to write something, and then I'll listen to it. So I wouldn't hear it until I'm done with it. It would just be like a couple bar loop or something, but that's definitely something that I've wanted to do for a while. That might be something I do when I hit 2,000 YouTube subscribers, which is a ways off still. That sounds kind of crappy. That sounds better. It also sounds very quiet. So let me drop a bit of a compressor on this. Maybe a saturator would work better, because we're trying to go for an aggressive sound. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I don't know why it sounded so butts with the swing on it. Maybe it's just the oh, I had 16th note swing. I needed 8th note swing, I think. So let me replace that. 866. Nope, still sounds like crap. Man, a lot of people using Reaper. That's awesome. Sweet. So it sounds like we got kind of a good base here. So what I did in the last episode is I used the Taiko drums, and I kind of want to bring those back. Jeez. Let me listen to these real quick. The hit is really what I'm looking for here. Because this is a battle theme, we gotta rile things up. Sticks, right? Yeah. These go on the offbeats right here. So hope everybody's Wednesday's going okay. I've had kind of a slow day today, which is pretty cool. The light sticks is probably more like what I'm looking for. Okay, so the release on this is a... There we go. I'm just kind of adding stuff right now. I'm not entirely sure where this is going yet. So if anybody has suggestions, of course, those are always valuable. But for the time being, I'm just gonna double up the bass here and see if we can get anything going with that. Don't need those. Sounds like it's already kind of tonal. Doesn't it sound kind of tonal? Sounds kind of tonal. I apologize if I'm a little quieter. Oh, we don't have a name yet. A little quieter today. I'm kind of tired. My wife was sick the past 24 hours. I think she's feeling a little better now, but it's still kind of rough. There we go. We need to make this like punch way harder though. So I'm thinking about We always need a name. I know last week's was Banana Bonanza, which this is kind of like an extension of that one almost, because it's kind of a tribally jungly theme. And but this time we're gonna get more into the boss fights or something. I like that. I kind of like that, where it's just so. It has lacking punch. And I don't know if that's because of the instrument that I'm using or what. Mwah. Stop getting stuck in the corner. There we go. Boop. Hey, Call, how you doing? We're just getting started here, trying to figure out the general idea. The theme is like a jungle battle tribal theme. Okay, so I think part of the problem is just this lack of volume here. So I'm just going to boost this up a little bit. Ooh, paperwork. Good luck. Okay. I think part of the problem here is the release of this is too long. Yeah, that's a little better. This little end bit doesn't have the holy sand. Interesting. Yeah, the scale that apparently we're using is very kind of tribal, desert-like. Same with the drums, I guess. Yeah. Oh man, that means if we do another sand one, another desert one, we might have to bring the kazoo back out for our lead, which worked so surprisingly well. Okay. Higher tempo, huh? Well, it's 1:30 then. Hmm, 128. I don't want to push it too much. Oops. I do think speeding up a little bit helps. Holy sand. That's not bad. I think that we are going to kind of go with a desert theme here, though. So let's see if we can think of any other ideas for tracks. I'm not sold on that one yet, but I could see it working. I wanna see if I can get a little drum machine stuff in here too. That's okay. For some reason, this little run doesn't work for me. Maybe it's like this. No. Alex, this is like a tribal theme, so it sounds like we're kind of going with a desert battle song, which is kind of cool so far. I don't know if I want to go the full octave. Like that. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, but for the start of this song, I want to keep it, come on, a little bit simpler. Ending up on that A is kind of, or on that D is kind of cool though. I also like the idea of having the big old boom. Yeah, no, I appreciate. I always appreciate your advice, even if I don't take it. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. This bass just feels a little too flubby. Kings of the Desert. Oh, man. Kings of the Desert is pretty good. Can't decide. This is just so, like, it's so low that you kind of lose the tonal quality of it. I think I'm gonna go with Kings of the Desert though. That's a pretty banging name. That is not today's date. Kings of the Desert. Cool. I'm going to try to do a little layering on this. I mean, ideally, I want this to be a somewhat simplistic song from a melodic standpoint. And then I can work on creating some cool rhythmic stuff and other things like that. So this is going to sound like butts right away, and I apologize. Let's see if I can just go to the browser here and find a bass that works well, that pairs well with this. Now we're just going to make Sandstorm. That's not bad. I mean, what I want is I just want it to have a little bit more presence. Let me get rid of this delay, though. There's no reverb up here? Oh, okay. Just handle it myself then. Already in the Desert, some real sounding. Yeah, I was gonna get a sitar. Sitar. Oh, because I have this soloed. It's not the... What's this tempura? I know I have one that has like this really bassy sound. Yeah. This might not be the one I'm thinking of, but... It also adds some cool harmonics to it, which is I'm okay with. But I want to make this, since we're kind of going the more electronic route, I kind of want to see if I can stutter this and see how that sounds. Okay, so the attack is slow enough where I don't really care if it's 8 notes. $16 notes. Yeah. Okay, hold on. You guys are making me do this, aren't you? Let me find the right stuff first. Where is it? Pitch shift. There it is. Okay. So what the hell is our scale here? What the hell is our scale? What's the Aeolian scale? This is where music theory would come in handy, wouldn't it? No. Or Phrygian, whatever. I just wanted to narrow down the choices here a little bit. I think that's right. Oh god, that's so loud. It's not going to be complicated. Kazoos work way too well at this. It's kind of disgusting. I am going to save it because I wanted to put a very, very subtle guitar rig on it, and that may or may not crash Ableton. It did not. I want something subtle though, so effects. That's not subtle. There it is. Aside from the ending part, okay, maybe guitar rig was the wrong choice. Or let's make this more subtle. God, I wish I had a better monitor that I could see all these numbers. Okay. I'm just going to leave this here. Well, that's not going to get annoying or anything. And I'm going to raise the volume on these and see what we got now. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be like the prime focus, but it definitely it most certainly works as a reinforcement of the general theme. God, these are so bassy. Trying to mess around with stuff, and I don't think that works. I am going to go into this and chop out the flippin' bass. Okay, so it's this one. Yeah. Boop. Boop. Okay, because there's just way too much rumble in that. Okay, so we don't want that on both. We just want that on the end, so we can go like that. So, where should we go with this now? We got kind of a strong start here, but I don't really know where it should go. Oh, we'll keep the kazoo around because we'll probably need that. Actually, we do have such a strong intro that we can probably just break this out and start arranging it a little bit. Oops. It's a little loud. It's also, let's see what we can do with an auto filter. I'm messing with this too much, probably. But it's kind of cool. jeez. What does the EQ for this look like? I'm sorry I'm being a little quiet. I'm just like trying to suss out where this is going. So really, we could add a proper bass. That's just like one note. I think that that could work well. I'm thinking of like a super saw or something like that, but I don't really know. Too low. Oops. I'm going to lose my flippin' eyesight. And then we can go like this. Maybe if we go like this and then just copy this first bit here. Except bring it up an octave so it's not... Just to kind of reinforce that, maybe? Two bars. That's not bad. I feel like now I need the tempo to go up again. This also needs to get more punch. Where is a transient shaper? I know. Go like this. Nope, I broke it. There we go. Yeah. Actually, that's probably going to cause some weird interference with the microphones. I've tried that before. Boop. Nah. I'm like getting too deep into all the little nitty gritty when I need to deal with other stuff first. I almost kind of like this better than the other one. Maybe we'll have that for like a B section or something. There you go. That's your note run, I think. M. F. No, it was G sharp. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we'll mess with that later. I just wanted to get that out there. A little too much with the chorusing. There it is. Okay, we'll just leave it the basic. I do like the extra bow. There it is. You got to emphasize those. Oops. Dot, 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 dot. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I feel like the intro still needs... One thing we can do with the intro is we can fade this in a little bit. Give it a little bit more motion that way. We can also record something. My microphone is over there. Yeah. Auto-tune is the best. I can't fuck up. Okay. Do that again. I don't think that's right. That's okay. Actually, let's switch these around because this one has a little bit more. No, I think it goes better this way. What if we move this over a little bit so it's not just always on the bar? Let's go like this. My headphones are getting tangled in my microphones. Cool. Okay, so now let's iterate on this again. Couple things. First, let's just turn this into just one note instead of an octave. Let's get rid of this so we can focus more on this secondary bass. That would be like that, I believe. Yeah, I am not digging that phase cancellation that's happening with the voicing, so I'm just going to dump that. It's so boring, though. Maybe if I add a chorus. That's up here, isn't it? It's like I just want it super subtle, but I want something else there because right now it's very, very bland. Yeah, that might be. Maybe it's the resonance. I think it might be partially the resonance getting in the way. Who needs these mid-ranges anyway? Okay, and now I want to get a different rhythm going here. And honestly, this could be extended out again, and I might do that. One thing that I always screw up on is I don't let my sections breathe as much as they probably should. So I think I can... yeah, kind of. It's not just the phase cancellation. It's just the sound of the instrument. I kind of want it to sound wider in the middle. And right now, even after all this other stuff, I mean, I can try to kind of cut things down. Oh, dude, seriously, you don't have to apologize for interrupting because you're not interrupting. So just that's how it goes. So I'm thinking about, I'm going to mark this section as red so I don't forget about it. I'm going to mark this section as red too because red next to red does not really show me anything. So I want to come back to this and make it a little bit more interesting. So I'll go back to that and make it a little bit more interesting. Oops. Come on. So I'm basically right now I'm adding some rhythmic variance. Because that's important too. And then we can copy and paste. Cool. Okay, and then we can take this. This is going to be a little bit trickier. But hey, Zelgrith, the song's going all right. It's a little different, but that's okay. Okay, so I don't want to make this too crazy. I'm actually going to go turn on a light because I feel like I'm in a cave right now. I was wondering why my background wasn't super lit. Was that on at the start of the stream? I think the bulb died. I don't really think we want to invest any time in the stream replacing a light bulb. Okay, that should be good. So there isn't a whole lot of transition here, which I need to rectify. Okay, so maybe this is just kind of an extension of the other thing. It's entirely possible that what might be considered the chorus here would just be these bars right here. And you can just take this and be like, I don't want that pitch anymore. So go like that. Yeah, that's better. It works better as a faster transition, I think. You gotta resolve it, I guess. Okay, so this is what we have. I kind of want to make the intro a little bit longer, too. I like this intro a lot. Okay. So we need like a drum fill right here. I don't know if any of these are going to work though. Oh, I didn't know you could step through the rhythm like that. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out really quick, and then we'll take this and emphasize it. A little roll there. It's just not... There's no beef. Sounds like somebody's hitting a balloon. Other option would be to go in here and grab a... just a real quick... A little loud. And that'll give me an excuse to bring in more drams. It's too loud though. I want it to be subtle. Can we find a good clap sound, maybe? That would be cool. Not there. Let's go for a more traditional... not crappy. Something with like a ton of reverb. This could work. If we take that and then go to the reverb and put some stank on it. Too loud. Should be offbeat, I guess. There it is. Just leave it where it is. Yeah, there it is. Nah. Nice. Okay, so what I'm thinking now is we go into a more nah. Yeah, even that. Just give it the axe. I'm just trying to think of what we can do to keep this interesting without just repeating the same rhythm over and over and over. And I'm thinking what we can do is we can start bringing in like more traditional drum stuff, because I'm kind of digging the I'm kind of digging that. So what if we go like this? Okay, so just axe that, axe that, axe that. Ah, come on. It's a little too active. I'm gonna bring these down a little bit too, because like I said, I want these to be. Actually, can I high cut this? Not with that. How about if we go to this and we use massive to high cut it? There we go. There it is. I don't know if this is going to work, but have a really subtle. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so now that we have like this second thing, we can like start bringing in new stuff, which I think is going to be necessary. As for these are getting a little too tiresome. I'm going to bring them down. Okay, let's go back to the drum machine and get some hats, because the hats are going to be useful. I feel like I'm talking into thin air right now because I'm not pointed at the microphone. I like the little boops. I always forget that I need to talk into the microphone because that's valuable. Okay. Kind of wanted a very simple rhythm here. See if this works. Dead chat. Yeah, it happens. I'm not too worried about it. Some people are just off doing their own thing. Take care, Zell. Drive safe. Yeah, good luck. We don't want to do that. First of all, that's not an actual chord that I want to play. I don't think that's what I want for that. So I'm gonna move that to a new instrument, and then let's make a new instrument. Actually, I haven't really used arpeggiators that much. How would this work as an arpeggiator? Ugh. Yeah, let's normalize that a little bit. And then let's actually change it to something else and make it go much faster. I kind of like that. We can automate that and make it sound pretty cool. Kind of messes everything up though. Go like this. I think that'll fix it. Arpeggiators are kind of weird like that. Oh, it's doing that because of the octave. Okay. Okay, to fix that, we gotta go like this. And then go like that. And then go like this. It's a whole thing. There it is. Okay, so now we can take this and like slowly bring it in over a couple loops here. And that should sound pretty neat. Okay, well, let's see how it works. Okay, and I think we need some strings, which are just nature's super saws, really. But I think that it'll help. If you haven't found out by now, I have no idea what I'm doing with this song. And that's okay. I don't know if that works. Nah, it doesn't. This is going to be a short song today. It's going to be like a minute and a half if I keep going at this rate. How about we make this a little bit more interesting and do this. Because that way it'll at least give something interesting happening. That's not what I wanted. Nope. There. And we can go with that deep kick. That should help. So now yeah, that helps a little bit. I want to better lead into that transition, but that shouldn't be too hard. What am I doing? Delete. Just like a little subtle. Nah, it sucks. And I need some caffeine today, man. Somebody give me a good slap in the face. Okay. I know traditionally you're not supposed to just play through the whole song, but I need to refresh my brain. Some punch to it. I'm spacing out. Not paying attention. I don't know what's happened. I just got super tired all of a sudden. That kind of sucks. Gotta keep the energy up. Oh, that's not the right note. This adds a little extra tonal stuff. Might help if I just do that. Okay. Just adding a couple more layers to this, I think, and we can move on maybe back to the original thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I just got like kind of tired. Maybe my blood sugar tanked. I ate lunch though. Oh, nice. There it is. I want it subtle. That's not something that really needs to be in the foreground. I don't have a whole narrative for this one, which is kind of a bummer, because it's a cool sounding song. Okay, so we go from this. Okay. So we just need to change this part. Cool. I like the kind of call and response that a lot of this stuff has. That's pretty neat. Okay, what am I doing here? Looking for that snare. Okay. I don't know what to do now. I mean, we can go back to the original stuff. I mean, just grab this and be like, that's not how you copy paste stuff. Let's try again. That's kind of boring. It might work though. It's not that I'm worried that the song is like short. It's just that I actually really like this section. I'm wondering if we can kind of mess with the rhythm a little bit more here to bring things back into this, because I would like to go back to this. So let's just take this. Yeah, so we can like take this and just like slowly bring it all back up again. It'll sound a little bit better in a second. I hope. What? Oh, right, because this is not a drum rack. My brain is fried. I'm going to finish the song, but I might finish like a couple minutes early if this is how I feel right now. Because, holy cow, like, something's wrong with my head. I don't know if I like this. It's too much. Yeah, it's like too much. It needs to get like pushed around a little bit. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great too. Let's just do that. I get that. Hey Chris, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? Oh, that was loud. I'm actually feeling really weird right now. Yeah, it's kind of the tail end of the stream. I've got this weird, like, it's not like a head rush, but I feel very cloudy. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if I'm going to keep this little rhythm thing. I feel like it's a little too much. Especially because I like this part so much. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Nice. Yeah, LMMS is something that I downloaded. It's on my desktop right here. I haven't installed it yet though, because I want to try it out. Maybe if I vary the velocities of these so it's not so robotic, that might help. Because I like the idea of kind of bringing everything back in, but like the way that I'm doing it right now is cool. That's good to know. wait, no, this needs to go here. Oops. The theme for this is tribes, like a kind of a tribal war kind of thing. A Call of the Tribe, which is a battle theme for a tribal sounding battle. God, my words. And this is kind of desert themed, it seems. Yeah. It's kind of all over the place, but that's okay. So my thought right now is I'm going to work on this bit. I got 20 minutes left, which is a reasonable amount of time, but I just like, yeah, Kings of the Desert is the name of it. But my head is like, I don't know what happened, but I just got this like sudden head rush, and I'm kind of flagging a little bit here. So I'm going to re-record this stuff. Yeah, I ate lunch, but I've been trying to diet because I'm too addicted to food. Me want food. And that might be part of the problem where I haven't had my 7th meal of the day. It's not that bad, but it's like I just yeah, it's probably a blood sugar thing. Okay. Okay, so one thing I can do with this is I can take this. It's kind of how I feel right now. Oops. I don't like that either. Maybe it's more of an issue of the frequency. Yeah, that helps. It's like just trying to build this up more. Yeah, our life has been very chaotic the past couple weeks, and I have we used to go to the gym pretty regularly, and lately it's been not so regularly. So that's probably part of the problem too, where I've just been like a little lethargic in general, and it's no fun, but okay. Oh, another problem is we changed the rhythm here, and like Smarties, we never fixed this part. So that should help. Yeah. Yeah. And like it's just been a chaotic. It's always chaotic for us in the winter time because my wife does a lot of art stuff too. So she's getting ready for the holidays because that's where most of her sales come from. And I'm just in the middle of doing so many other things. It's like it's just chaos like all the time, which is fine. Like that's just how it goes. But it's not always. We don't always get a chance to take care of ourselves as well as we should, probably. Okay, so we're getting there. Yeah, that's what I want. Skip that, skip that. But once January rolls around, hopefully things will be a little bit more stable. Okay, we're coming up on the home stretch here. I think that we'll be able to finish this part here, and then have a bit of an outro, which will probably just be like this stuff again. And I try not to look at the length of the song, but I always end up looking at the length of the song because I don't know. I just do. Yeah. So let's just work on this outro real quick, just so we have it. But for the most part, it's pretty chill. Get rid of those. One thing that I've mentioned this before, but one thing that bugs me about songs is they don't know how to do like a final loop. They have all this lead-in stuff, and then it just stops. It happens a lot. It happens a lot with like techno and stuff, where it's just like, okay, loop, 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 song's done, just chop. And it's just like, no, that loop leads into the loop. You need to cut that stuff out, or else it'll sound like crap. There we go. Billion songs in 8-measure clips, bunch of loopable bits for middle and outro. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, I love doing stuff like that. I've never actually done that in a proper game, but it's always fun to try to like mix and match parts of a song into something new. Okay, so I need to re-record this. Actually, what does that sound like? Auto-tune will save my life. Nah. You can do anything with a kazoo. Okay, so I need some micro transitions here because things are a little too crazy. So if I go like this, there we go. Okay, and then this part can just have the snares going throughout the whole thing. And honestly, we can probably get away with adding a bit more to this too. You never expect the kazoo. It works so well though. I've used it in the past, and it works so well for stuff like this. Yeah, we're running out of time, man. I want to listen to this part again. I need to add more interesting things right here. Exactly. That is hella loud. There we go. Nope. Failed forever. I'll have to quit the series and start a new one. Nah, I've gone over before. I think I've gone over before. Probably have. I would be surprised if I hadn't. I mean, this is just the home stretch, just adding a couple pieces of flair. Yeah. No, you have to be perfect. If you're not perfect, why are you on the internet? Where is that longer run? I'm gonna just steal you. Boop. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all about time management. That's really the crux of this whole thing. It's just all about learning how to manage your time in a way that yeah. How about we do something crazy? I think that's a little too much. Having these fast runs. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to listen through the whole thing. A little loud. That's better. A little quiet. Okay. It turned out pretty cool overall. It's short, but that's okay. Okay, I realized that I repeated this arpeggio. There we go. There we go. We've finished the song. Look at that, a minute and a half left. Yeah, I'm gonna play through it one more time. Spot check it, but overall I think it's good. Oh boy. Thanks, Call the Forest. Call the Forest. I do like this middle bit a lot. Okay, that clav is a little loud. That's better. It's a little too much in the foreground. Well, to be fair, Forest, I didn't know where it was going either. But it needed a change of pace, and I just, you just gotta jump on it. This transition still bothers me a little. It's better though. Okay, post-humanist change. It needed that. Of course, it's just a repetition of there, but whatever. Dang it. Now I gotta fix that. Brrr. There it is. Auto-tune fixes everything. Go like that. There it is. Okay. Now we're done. Cool. I like this. I like this second part where everything kind of comes together. The clav is a little loud here too. I know. A couple post finishing changes, but that's okay. That's okay. Just don't tell anybody, okay? It'll be our little secret. That is not the first time somebody's made that comparison, and I'm okay with it. 'Cause I love Bob Ross's general. I hate using the word aesthetic, but I really love the way that he presents his work as not some insurmountable, like, creativity is this thing that only the elites can do. It's like, no, anybody can do this. It just takes practice and it takes time. And that's I mean, doing these streams is literally my practice time. It's something that I force myself to do because this is the way that I get better. This is the way I explore and I improve. And I think that Bob Ross did a lot of the similar stuff. Like, he definitely had skills. He had a lot of skills when he started out, but he still did it on a regular schedule. And I think that over time he improved as well. And I think that it's super valuable to have that going for you. So I'm thinking about making the loop point right here. Yeah, and that's the second point that's very, very important too. Where you can not only see the finished work, but you can see all the work that went into it. And the thing that I love about watching him work, yeah, I try. The thing that I love about watching him work is that you can see how simple a lot of this is, or a lot of painting is, and music is. There are definitely connections to be made with music as well, but how simple painting can be, where you just take, you know, a hard brush and you're just like, and you got like tree branches, because the viewer, or in this case the listener, can take that abstract idea. It doesn't have to be picture perfect. It has to just it has to express a tree. It doesn't have to be a tree. And I think that it's important to realize that the sum of the parts are way more valuable to the finished piece than a lot of people think, where it's just like it's all interacting, it's all intertwined, and it's really important to not lose sight of that. Painting ruined, exactly. Now that I know how it's made, no, we have my wife paints, and we have a couple Bob Rosses in the house. Like, she used to make Bob Rosses, and we have at least one. I think we have another one upstairs, but they're wonderful paintings. I mean, you can tell it's a Bob Ross, but who cares? Like, it's still pleasing to look at. It still probably was entertaining to create. Like, who cares if it's just, oh, it's a Bob Ross, blah 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 blah. It's whatever. But yeah, like, I think that it's super important to have that kind of understanding, and that's why I love streaming, and that's why I love watching other people stream, especially creative streams, because you can see how so many simple ideas can come together and make a complex whole. I think that it's such a cool concept. Yeah, definitely. I like Bob Ross, and I am definitely not offended to be compared to him, even tangentially. You know, I think that it's super, super cool, and I'm glad that I can inspire a little chill and have some fun with the whole process too. Because going into these, I don't exactly, where did I get the burps from? Holy shit. Coming into these, I don't exactly know where I'm going with them. Like, when I started this one, I wanted it to kind of be like a a jungle theme, because yesterday's theme was like a jungle theme, and you know, when you think of like tribal stuff, you think like jungle and stuff like that, but it went a completely different direction with the like the desert and sand themes, and I think that it turned out super cool because of it, because I mean, the audience interaction is such a huge part for this for me as well, just because it allows me to focus on the music and other people to come up with creative ideas. So sometimes I can get away with offloading some of the creative work onto you guys. And I know Bob Ross didn't have that option. Anyway, I moved it to desktop mode because I was going to work on the video, but then I realized I'm still feeling kind of shitty. So I'm probably just going to do that offline. Guys, it's been super fun. I apologize that the last 45 minutes of this stream was mostly just me sitting here quietly drooling on myself, but we ended up with a super neat song. I am gonna go eat a sandwich or something and hopefully get some energy back to create the video, because this video is going to be fun to make. As always, you can find me on Twitter at Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. If you wanted to download this song and the 103 other songs, I have a Patreon, which will give you access to download all of the other songs, including a couple albums and some other stuff. $1 a month is all you need to donate there. Also, Patreon did come back with a basically resending their update. Oh, thanks, Forrest. I think I will. The update they were planning on changing the way they charged patrons, and they decided that was a bad idea after a lot of people complained. So Patreon is still an option for me, and it's a good one. I have a lot of stuff on there, and you'll be supporting not only the stream but the YouTube channel with all the educational content I do. I know most of you have probably heard this spiel a lot, but that's just how it goes. I gotta get it out there because you gotta build that community. And yeah, so that is me for today. Oh yeah, Chris, it was a shit show, just all over the place, and it was 100% on Patreon. Like they made a huge decision without consulting their core audience, and that I'm glad that they backed down on this and they're reconsidering their options, but it also makes me a little worried just in general for the future. But you know, that's where we're at right now. Anyway, I still have my kazoo. Take care, everybody. Now I'm a robot. Take care, everybody. Now I'm a robot, if you wanted the translation. I'm rambling. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye. It was super fun talking to all of you. Have a good week.